Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. 5th class student. I am Fatma here with 8th lecture of SST. This lecture is about unit number 2, chapter number 6. Alhamdulillah, I am fine and hopefully you are fine too and paying attention towards your studies. Dear students, open page number 48. Unit number 2, chapter number 6, mineral, power, resources and industries. Pakistan is an agriculture country, but it is establishing their industries too. An industrial country is a country which produces goods using its own power and natural resources. Any country which want to develop its industry needs power, water, raw materials, machine and workers. Minerals, especially iron ore, are important for our industry. In Pakistan, there are rich deposits of non-metallic minerals, but there are very few metallic minerals. Minerals are not so hard to find, but are sometimes difficult to exploit because they have to be mined, refined, and transported before they can be used. Before a mineral is mined, a study has to be made to find out if it is worth mining or not. Sometimes the costs are too high, or the amount that can be produced is too little. Raw material. Definition: any matter which is in natural state and is not human made is called raw material. There are two types of minerals which are used in industry: metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Metallic minerals such as iron ore, copper, chromite, gold and silver, and non-metallic minerals such as sulfur, rock salt, barite, gypsum, soapstone, fluoride, magnesite, celestite, and precious stone like diamonds, emeralds and rubies. The mining industry in Pakistan. Rock salt was first discovered in Pakistan in 1872 in Salt Range. In 1974, government started Pakistan Mineral Development Corporation, and the job of this organization is that it was to develop the copper mines at Sandak in Balochistan. In 1979, Gemstone Corporation of Pakistan Limited was established, and its job is to find gemstone and set up an industry of gemstone. Open page number 49. On page number 49, there are some name of non-metallic minerals and their places where they mined and their use. We will study only the use of gypsum and limestone. Some of non-metallic minerals found in Pakistan are gypsum, magnesite, gemstones, barite, fluoride, sulfur, soapstone, marble, rock salt, limestone and clays. Gypsum. Gypsum is used to make fertilizer, cement, paper paints, rubber and plaster of Paris, and it is found in Salt Range, Khyora, Dandot and Daud Khel. Limestone. It is found in various places in Pakistan and it is used for the production of lime, bleaching powder, glass, soap, paper and paints. The only metallic ore which is found in Pakistan in large scale is chromite, and chromite is used to harden the steel for bridges and railway carriages and to make engineering tools and stainless steel. Other metallic minerals found in Pakistan include manganese, antimony used in chemical industry and bauxite. Some have not been mined yet, while others are mined in a small quantity. Power resources in Pakistan. Pakistan uses much less energy than many other countries. For example, we use 80 times less energy than the United States. Pakistan does not produce much energy and does not have enough to meet its need. Petroleum. In 1961, the Oil and Gas Development Corporation was set up in Pakistan to explore. The work of this organization is that to explore, develop, produce, refine and sell oil and gas found in Pakistan. Petroleum is made from oil. The petrol we use is made from oil, which is found deep below the surface of the earth. Pakistan does not have enough oil for its needs. A huge amount is imported every year. Pakistan imports huge amount of petroleum or oil from other countries every year. Almost 50% of the petroleum we use goes to run our cars, trucks, buses and aeroplanes. Petroleum is also used to produce power in industry and for domestic and agricultural purposes. Petroleum is also used for manufacturing other products such as lubricants and cosmetics. Oil fields. There are oil fields in Potohar Plateau and in Lower Sindh. There are 2 oil fields in our country in Potohar Plateau and Lower Sindh. The Lower Sindh oil fields were discovered in 1981 when oil was found at Khas Kheli. In 1951, the first oil field was discovered at Khor. Since then, a number of oil wells have been drilled in this region. Open page number 51. Oil refineries. Before it can be used, oil has to be refined. Refined means pure or made pure. This is done at a refinery. You can see the picture of National Refinery, Karachi. Its main refinery is a factory where the oil is refined or made pure. There are several refineries in Pakistan. The Attak refinery at Morga, Rawalpindi is the oldest refinery of Pakistan. Natural gas. Pakistan is very fortunate to have a large reserves of natural gas. Natural gas is used in our industries and for domestic purposes. Mostly our industries uses natural gas for producing power. The search for oil resulted in discovery of gas in 1952 at Sui, Balochistan. Since then, several gas oil fields are found. The largest gas field is at Sui and the second largest at Madi in Pakistan. From Sui, gas is piped to Karachi, Hyderabad, Sakkar and Quetta, and other fields discovered in the country provide gas to many other towns and cities of Pakistan. After water, natural gas is Pakistan's second most important source of energy. So we should use them wisely and not waste them. Fix leaks, turn off taps and do not leave burners on. Gas leak can also be very dangerous as they can be fatal or dangerous and can cause fires. So we should avoid and we should fix that gas leaks soon as possible. Electricity. Pakistan does not produce enough electricity for our needs. So we have to import electricity from other countries. Electricity import means to buy from other countries. Electricity in Pakistan is produced in 3 ways: thermal, hydel and nuclear. It means there are 3 ways to produce electricity in Pakistan: thermal, hydel and nuclear. Currently, due to power crisis in Pakistan, we are facing load shedding. This is not affect day-to-day life of a people but also affect the productivity of industries and business. Now open page number 52. Other sources of power. Thus, to meet the needs of rapidly growing population, more power is required to run the industries, residences, hospitals, educational institutions and commercial buildings. Pakistan is like other countries of the world is trying to develop alternate energy resources to meet their demand. Alternative energy means energy which is produced from sources other than the water, for example wind energy and solar energy. Pakistan is currently developing wind power plants in Jhampir, Gharo, Keti Bandar and Bin Qasim in Sindh. These all are coastal areas that is found situated near the sea, and the wind there is very high. We use some solar energy too. The solar energy is come from the sun. It should be possible for us to develop many solar and wind energy units as the source of these forms of energy is available free and in abundant quantity, but these are very expensive. The shortest day in Pakistan is 9.5 hours long, so the lot of sunshine in Pakistan can avail to produce solar energy. However, the cost of generation of electricity in these ways is high and requires lots of investment. Biogas. Derived from animal waste, cow's dung on farms was first introduced in a small way in 1974. It means the energy is produced from the waste of animals, that is cow dung. A national program was launched in 1980-81. By 1985-6, more than 4,000 biogas units were in operation, mostly in rural areas or in village areas, but most of them have been closed now. Industries. Pakistan began with a weak industrial base, but gradually various types of industries were set up. Major industrial growth took place in the 1960s in Ayub Khan's era. Each government has encouraged to the use of local raw materials and the development of cottage industry. Today there are several industrial units run by the government and private companies. Cotton, wool and silk industry. The cotton industry is hugely important to Pakistan. Art silk. Art silk is an artificial silk. Pakistan imports art silk, yarn, produces a significant quantity of art silk, textiles and exports them. There are 9,000 looms installed throughout the country. Centers of the art silk industry are based in Karachi, Gujranwala, Multan and Faisalabad. Chemicals. Basic chemicals such as sulfuric acid, soda ash and caustic soda are used in many of our industries. For example, sulfuric acid is used in the manufacture of soap, paper, textile, fertilizer and iron and steel. Pakistan has the raw materials to make these, so its chemical industries have grown over the years. Now open page number 54. A number of sulfuric acid plants in Karachi, Dawood Khail, Rawalpindi. Soda ash is processed at Karachi and Thoda. Caustic soda, a basic chemical for textile and the oil refining industries, is processed at Nowshera and Kala Shah Kaku. Vegetable, ghee and cooking oil industries. In 1949, there were 2 units producing ghee and output was 4,000 tons of ghee or vegetable oil. Today, there are numerous units producing over 1,023 million tons. The raw material for cooking oil and ghee is edible oil, 75% of which has to be imported. So, the number of million of tons is reduced from 4,000 tons to 1,023 million tons. Major centers of ghee and oil industry are in Karachi, Nawab Shah, Rahim Yar Khan, Bhawalpur, Haripur and Dargai. Fertilizers, khade. Natural fertilizers such as cow dung, composite and manure have always been in short supply. So, our farmers have to use chemical fertilizer. The first 2 chemical fertilizer plants were built at Dawood Khail and Faisalabad. There are now many more fertilizers factories. However, their production is not enough to satisfy the demand of farmers. So, fertilizers have to be imported from other countries. During 2017 or 18, Pakistan produced over 4,907,000 tons of fertilizer. Cement industry in Pakistan, we have limestone and gypsum which are used to make cement. That is, the raw material for cement are limestone and gypsum. In 1947, there were only 5 cement factories in Pakistan. There are now more than 25 cement factories, and during 2017 and 18, they produced 31 228,000. During 2017 and 18, they produced 31,228,000 million tons of cement. However, our cities and towns have expanded so rapidly that more cement is required to meet their need. Now, construction laws of after the October 2005 earthquake have also added to the demand for more cement. Coal. Coal is found in seams underground. In our mines, these seams are usually less than 1 meter thick, which makes mining very difficult. Coal mining in this region started in 1887. In Pakistan, coal is mined in Saur Range around Quetta and in Lower Sindh, from where it is transported by rail to wherever it is needed. 50% of Pakistan coal is in Lower Sindh coal fields, which include Jhampir, Meeting, Lakhra and Sonda Thatta. Very large coal reserves have been discovered in Thar that have yet to be exploited. Pakistan has coal reserves of about 186 billion tons. During 2017 and 18, about 4,477,555 tons were mined. The quality of coal found in Pakistan is low, as it does not have a lot of carbon to make it burn well. Pakistan coal contains a lot of sulfur and produces a lot of ash and smoke. It is used mainly in brick kilns. Iron, steel and engineering. The first large iron and steel plant, Pakistan Steel, was started in 1973 with Russian collaboration or help. It was built so close to the Bin Qasim seaport in Karachi. For this industry, iron ore, manganese and cooking coal are imported. Steel is a very tough material that lasts a long time. It is used to make many things. Can you think some of the things made of steel? The Pakistan Machine Tool Factory in Karachi was set up with Swiss help in 1968. Heavy equipment is made at a factory in Texla, which was set up in Chinese help in 1970. Now there are also many privately owned steel and engineering plants throughout the country. Today, Pakistan produces many small machines, tools and parts of automobiles as well as heavy machinery for other factories, road rollers, trucks, chassis and boilers. The automobile industry produced more than 1,683,000 vehicles of various types during 2017 and 18. Cottage and small industry. All over the country there are blacksmiths, that is who works with iron, carpenters who work with wood, and other craftsmen who make toys, furniture, doors, windows, utensils, cutlery, pottery, shoes, surgical instruments, sport goods, handicrafts, carpets and ornaments out of wood, ivory and brass. There are people also involved in weaving, dyeing, printing and tailoring. All these trades form part of Pakistan cottage industry. These all are small industry of Pakistan, which is called cottage industry. Tourism. Tourism is also seen as an industry as it brings in income from tourists who visit various places of interest in a country. So tourism is also a kind of industry because we earn foreign exchange from tourism too. In Pakistan, the northern region has been favorite with tourists who are attracted to the awesome mountains landscapes. The northern areas, now known as Gilgit-Baltistan, are famous for Shandor Polo Festival, the breathtaking mountains, and the trekking expeditions leading up to the Punjab Pass. Further south are Swat and Kagan with their beautiful natural scenery, and to northwest is a historic Khyber Pass. All these places attract the tourists and they came to Pakistan to visit these places. The important cities, especially the culturally rich cities of Lahore, Multan and Bhavalpur, and are historic sites of Taxila, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, also of interest to the tourists. Dear student, the reading of this chapter has completed. Now we will do the book reading questions of this chapter. Dear student, these are book reading questions of chapter number 6, page 48 to 56 from 1 to 16. Dear students, write these questions on sticky note. Later we will mark the answer of these questions on your. Now dear students, open page number 48. We will mark the answer of book reading question. The answer of question number 1 book reading is on page number 48, third line, from any country to workers. This is answer of question number 1 book reading from here to here. The answer of question number 2 book reading is also on page number 48, raw material in. Answer is from any matter to material from here to here. The answer of third book reading question is on same page, metallic minerals from here to here and then from here to here. Write the names of some metallic and non-metallic minerals from here to here and then from here to here. The answer of question number 4 book reading is also on page number 48, from here to here. In 1974 to up and industry. The answer of question number 5 book reading is uses of gypsum and limestone. Gypsum use from here to here and limestone use from here to here. Both are question number 5 book reading answer. Question number 5 book reading answer on page number 49. Page number 50. The answer of 6th book reading is in topic petroleum from here to here in 1961 to oil and gas. The answer of 7th book reading is also on same page from here to here. Now open page number 52. The answer of 10th book reading is on page number 52. Topic other sources of power. Second paragraph, from Pakistan is currently to Sindh. From here to here. The answer of 11th book reading is also on page number 52. Biogas till 1974. From here to here. The answer of 12th book reading is from here to here on page number 53. The answer of 13th book reading is from here, sulfuric acid to steel. Page number 53. On page number 54, the answer of 14th book reading is from here to here, from limestone and gypsum to cement. On page number 55, there is answer of question number 15 book reading. From here, the first large to in Karachi. From here to here. Last question, question number 16 is on page number 56. From here to here. The topic of tourism. From here to here. Dear student, mark all these questions in your book and write the question on sticky notes and paste on relevant